I guess it didn't work.
Well, we're
I
live.
guess, I guess we're live, and the intro didn't work. But okay, are we live, guys? Are we live?
Oh, we're live. We're gonna
Yeah.
do our own intro, I guess.
Okay. So welcome to. Okay. Welcome everyone to. I don't know what episode this is, but Web Wonders. Actually, this is not Web Wonders. This is Fangs Out.
We're on Fangs Out.
Yeah, we're on Fangs Out because I pressed the wrong one. But we're here tonight with Mark Anderson. It's obviously not Fangs Out, but Web Wonders. And we are going to start this on a really embarrassing note because I did this completely wrong. And that's okay. We all make mistakes. But welcome everyone to the show and welcome Mark Anderson.
Hey,
Yay!
everyone.
So, Mark, I am still fangirling from last time when you had me on your show on Show Me Reptiles, which was amazing because when you had me on, I was at the reptile show in White Plains.
Yes.
I don't know how well you could have heard me, but I hope you did. But it was amazing, and now I'm reciprocating you being on my show.
Yay.
Technically, not my show because of the banner.
It's okay. It's for snakes. It's for me, so it works out.
Exactly. And it's perfect because we're actually going to be talking about snakes tonight. So that's perfect.
Yes. And I have
Uh,
snakes and fangs, so it's perfect.
exactly. So for anyone who doesn't know you, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself first?
I'm Mark Anderson, and I'm with Show Me Reptiles currently, the largest reptile show in the United States. And I have my own podcast with them. It's Mark's Creature Features. Hey. Oh, yeah, nice. And yeah, and then I just do the whole exotic animal thing. I have lots of friends with different exotic animals, and I just go play with them. And then, of course, I take care of my own and play with my own and do a lot of different things, whether it's the podcast, birthday parties, photo shoots, school shows, kind of just social media. I mean, a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah. So I am obsessed, like I told you backstage, with your photography. Hi, Nick. So please tell us what got you into photography, and do you do that with your reptiles?
So I do photography. I do basic level kind of stuff with, especially with my phone. Um, and then for like my podcasts and stuff, I'll do like video editing apps and all that kind of stuff to make videos. But as far as photography goes, we just did a photo shoot, and one of the things I do with my animals is I'll supply the animals essentially. So we'll supply the animals, and then people will do a photo shoot, or like they've done music videos. We've done lots of photo shoots before. And so the most recent one we had three beautiful models, and they wanted to do snakes outside. And we did some photo shoots. Some of them are clothes on, clothes off. Of course, everything's blurred out on social media. So,
Right. Mhm.
but it was like, artwork to them. They like to go out and create artwork, and who am I to judge what artwork is? So,
Yeah.
yeah, I kind of just did the photo shoot with them, and my girlfriend was involved too, so that was super cool.
That's awesome.
And yeah, I was super excited. I was like, only if my girlfriend can do it.
Exactly.
And then yeah, it was a lot of fun. So the animals were outside. They did really well. It was maybe 90 degrees outside, and like 80 in the shade, so it was a perfect day. And yeah, then we're gonna do another photo shoot soon, and then because that one got a lot of traction, so we'll do another one here soon, a fall one, which will be really cool. And
Awesome.
then hopefully whatever events are in the future. And then I always kind of just post them on social media, and it's fun.
Yeah. So when you're doing photo shoots with the animals, is there a certain preparation that you do in order to do your photo shoot beforehand?
So I guess there is, but it's not the preparation you think about. It's kind of like having a dog, right? And then you take the dog out, and if it could be, say you want to use your dog as a model, right? It's how well it's behaved, how social it is, how, like everything it's used to. Now take that one animal and multiply it by like 10. So the animals that I have are already really well socialized. And so the animals have met tens of thousands, of hundreds of thousands of people, and they can sit there and just interact with a complete stranger and be completely fine.
Hmm.
And then if they do get a little squirrely or a little nervous or scared, I could just come up to them and then essentially just kind of put my hand by their face. They smell me, and then they instantly, relax and okay, comfort. It's a safe zone essentially, and so that kind of relaxes the animal. And then you kind of just reset them. If you're taking a picture, you'll put the animals around people, and then they'll just gonna crawl away, and then you kind of just reset it, and then you just take a million pictures to get those few perfect good pictures.
Right. The
But
one
yeah, just that socialization works out really well, especially if you do animals in the public, because you can't have accidents and stuff like that.
that's true. Have you ever taken a picture? Is it taken or taken? Taken a picture where an animal is doing something so wild or weird, and you caught it like right at the perfect moment.
I mean, I've taken a lot of videos where you could pause a video and
Oh.
then see like crazy stuff. So like if
Mhm.
a spitting cobra is spitting at you, or if an animal's making a funny face, or the snake's yawning at exactly the right moment, it looks funny. So yeah, I have lots of those kind of derpy, funny pictures,
Oh,
especially
nice.
on video. So that's a good thing about video. If you have really good camera and stuff, you could do the video and just essentially pause your pictures, on the frame, and that works out really well.
Yeah. And so when you started doing these photo shoots, was that always in your line of work? Like, did you start wanting to do photo shoots before you got into the animals, or was it the other way around?
I kind of just do whatever comes my way, if that makes sense. So like entrepreneurship, all that kind of stuff. It's essentially just whatever comes my way and we'll adapt to it. And I've done anything from the photo shoots to movies. School parties are good. You've done everything from auditoriums to little private classes to a bunch of classes at once. Um, and yeah, just essentially just all of it is just I mean, I've done adult like parties where it's like not like crazy, but it's like an adult Christmas party for work, and so
Mhm.
people are drinking, and then you have alcohol involved with animals, which is a whole nother concept. But as long as you're responsible, and everything is
Yeah,
done responsibly, everybody has a good time. And so far up to date, no accidents, so that's super good.
that's awesome. Uh, Give me 1 second.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah. I don't think we're actually live.
We are live. I can't even see the chats though. That's what sucks. I want to see the chats.
Oh, okay.
I want
Yeah,
to see who's out there.
two chats. Because it says here, hold on. Let me double check this. I look so unprofessional right now. It's ridiculous. I cannot believe this. It says live, but then
We're
okay.
live.
Yes, we're live. We're going live.
We're live. We're going live. We're live.
We're live. Yes. Okay. I see the comments now because they weren't popping up for like a while, and then everything just like
Surprise.
yes, surprise, surprise. Okay, so Mark, when you said that you had grown up next to like SeaWorld in California, right? So you were automatically exposed to all these different types of animals. What was your like your aha moment when you were growing up and you said, I want to do this in the future?
Wow. I want to say at SeaWorld. I'm known for like reptiles and all that stuff, but my favorite animals in the entire world are fish. I love anything fish, anything marine biology. It's all amazing to me. So SeaWorld was always my favorite place to go. And it sounds weird, but being underwater is like one of my favorite places to be in the world, because it's like you're in a different world,
Yeah.
and when you're underwater, you don't think about like bills or the stresses of the real world. You're just thinking about what's under there and your next breath of air, and like
Yeah.
it's so crazy, and it's so nice and peaceful underwater given the right circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to do a lot of free diving and stuff. So just fish in general are amazing. So going up to SeaWorld and everything and seeing the sharks. And I remember the manatee exhibits were like my favorite. And it was just like you had a bunch of like, freshwater alligator gar, and then there was like manatees, and then it was all just like surreal, humble. And then they had the big glass windows so you could just be like underwater with them. And My family always did the animal interaction kind of things. And so
Okay.
we do like the dine with Shamu, and then back in the day when they had Shamu come up and you could pet him and everything,
Mm-hmm.
and the dolphins and all that kind of stuff. Now it's like, you can't really touch the animals when you go to a zoo.
Yeah.
But I remember going to like the San Diego Zoo and touching the Galapagos tortoises because you could just reach over the wall and touch them and they let you pet them. And of
Right.
course, they have it all blocked off now, but it was so cool back then. And so all of those animal experiences combined were really cool. I remember my grandma worked at like the San Diego Zoo, SeaWorld, and the Wild Animal Park, and they're all like kind of like a trifecta. They all
Yeah.
work together, and so she would go stock like the jewelry for the stores. So we'd go before everything opened, and there'd be like penguins walking around and porcupines, and just all stuff walking around before the zoo opens, and that's like enrichment for them. And it was really cool just seeing all that, and so just seeing all of that people working with the individual animals. Like I always wanted to be like a Shamu trainer. But then I never wanted to like specialize in one kind of thing. I wanted to do everything, so I couldn't just pick a direction to go. So
Right. Yeah. Um.
and
So
here we are.
my question is getting into the snakes though, because you had said that rattlesnakes was on your list of things to do to go catch them outside. Did you really do that?
Yeah. Oh yeah. And I live in the Pacific Northwest, so we don't have like copperheads or coral snakes or any of those kind of venomous snakes down here. So that's why I just go catch rattlesnakes because we have a bunch of rattlesnakes up here. And then down in Southern California, there's rattlesnakes down there too. And so all along the West Coast is essentially for venomous. We just have rattlesnakes. But I would go catch other stuff if I had it available.
Wow. And that was
And
always like any type of reptile, any type of
yeah,
crawling
especially
thing.
locally. And I'd always just go out. And then as I got older, I just go over to different people's houses, different people's collections, and just, see how everybody works, play with different animals, get lots of different experience. And then I have my own too. So,
Right. And so you have your own zoo right now?
I mean, it's not a zoo. I just have my own collection of animals, I would say.
Oh, okay, okay.
I'm not necessarily like anything like I dabble in, some breeding, some education, some reptile shows. I kind of just dabble in a little bit of everything. I don't really just have one
Yeah.
specific thing I do, which is
That's
cool because then I don't have an ego and I get along with everybody in every field. So
that's awesome.
it's
And
amazing.
what do you have any special projects you're working with right now for the animals?
As far as breeding wise, I have like a 4 gene bull snake going with like a 5 gene bull snake. I know the male's called a blizzard, and
Mm,
then the female is like a white sided patternless something something something. I'm
yeah.
like, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not so good with morphs. It's a lot to remember.
You and me both, brother. Me and you
Just
both.
like scientific names. I'm like, yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
And then other projects, do have some reticulated Python projects going right now. It's funny. I was at the birthday party doing a birthday party show maybe last weekend, and
Mhm.
I put my retics together in the same bin. They were just kind of just hanging out at the party, and then I come back and there was like blood all over like I put a sheet in there for him to
Uh-huh.
lay on, and there was like blood all over the sheet, and they were starting to mate in the tub. And I'm like, oh shoot. And I kind of like had to pull them apart, put them back in their own separate tubs. But I was like, oh man, like these tricky little buggers. And so I paired them back up back at the facility and everything. But yeah, it was crazy. I was just like, and speaking of breeding, they were just like trying to breed at a kid's birthday party. I'm like, this is insane.
It's a party. It was a party out and it was a party in.
Yeah, right. It was insane. I'm
Wow.
breeding a lot of fish, different kind of fish. I have like micro guppies and stuff like that, and I'm doing that because I'm getting some elephant trunk snakes in, so I got to be able to feed them.
They're
Uh,
aquatic, right?
yeah, fully aquatic,
Yes.
and then I
Wow.
have some pairs of king cobras coming in, so that'll be really cool.
Yeah. I've always liked, well, growing up, my father always had fish aquariums in the house, and we always had animals in the house. And one of the big things was eels. We had a lot of eels, and I
What?
loved eels.
I
Yeah.
love eels. I have a
Yes.
moray eel.
You have one?
Yeah, well, I have one right now. It's an Indian mud moray eel, so it's brackish water.
Oh,
But yeah, he has the real teeth and everything of a moray eel. Because some moray eels don't have like the teeth. like some
Yeah,
really
they always have like
really
those
sharp.
four
Yeah,
ones.
this one, yeah, he's crazy. He's so cool, and he's brackish water, so it's really cool to
Mhm.
experience all that.
That's awesome. So what do you like? What do you feed them? How do you take care of them?
Essentially, just I like to do like whole prey items. So you could do like whole shrimp. You could do whole krill.
Okay.
Some bugs he'll eat, like a cricket maybe if you can get it down on
Mm,
on tweezers. But he
okay.
goes crazy, so I mean you can't get your hand very deep in there without him going psycho. And then he'll body roll and do a bunch of stuff, and then whatever he's done with, I'll take it out and then I'll just put it back in the fridge and then save it for the next day, and then he'll eat off it again or whatever, and then after that I'll throw it away. But that way he gets like
Hmm.
the whole like hunting and like rolling around. And I'm not trying to build behavior with him where I can like touch him and stuff. I just want him to
Yeah.
be,
Right.
healthy and agile. So yeah, it's fun just to watch him roll around. And he lives with the dragonfish right now, and they do pretty good together. I don't see him the
Mhm.
dragonfish ever eat, but he's still going. So I'm like,
Yeah.
cool. He just eats little scraps and stuff that are left over.
Mhm. And no stingrays.
Not yet. I'm gonna eventually get some, but and they'll
That's
be freshwater.
yeah, freshwater. So what do you like? What do you prefer actually better, saltwater or freshwater animals?
Well, it's easier to take care of freshwater. Obviously, saltwater is super cool. I do want to get a little shark pond eventually,
Hmm.
um, and that'd be really cool. I've learned with freshwater, the bigger water source you have, the easier the parameters are to control, if that makes sense. So if you have like a 300-gallon saltwater pond, those parameters will be a lot easier to control than a 100-gallon one, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay. Um.
Um,
So
And then
what's
same
your
thing with freshwater. So I do a lot of freshwater, like huge, like a 300-gallon tank or 1,000-gallon tank.
Mhm.
So yeah, freshwater. I love freshwater things.
Okay. Yeah, that was my next question was what's the tank size is that you got?
Yeah, everything. And then I just did a whole Endler's guppy. They're like a beautiful micro species of guppy, but I just did a 125-gallon tank with all those in there. So I'm breeding a whole bunch of those. And right now I maybe have like 150 maybe in there, but they'll just take off and flourish and go crazy, which is
Mhm.
really cool.
And you had asked me on on your show about the Gila monster
Oh yeah.
if I ever wanted one. Do you have any? Hi, Jules.
Yes, I love my Gila monster. I have one. His name's Frank.
Frank.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's
And
so
then yeah, I
cool.
do a lot of educational work with them. And I like the Gila monsters and beaded lizards because they're really primitive, as I say. So everything you do, you have to do slower around them, if that makes sense. Their
Like
brain
with
process just takes things slower.
oh, okay.
But once you get them used to people and socialize, they're really amazing. And yeah, once you get them desensitized to touch and everything, they're super great. And it's
Hmm.
cool because they have all the osteoderms on them, so they're like bone plates, not actually scales. So
Yes,
it's
I
really like a different feeling than touching a normal lizard.
right.
It's
I
really cool.
love those. I think the osteoderms and like the horns. When an animal has horns, I love it. Absolutely love it. Like
Especially those Jackson chameleons.
they can get really long, right? Like a unicorn.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I remember that was one of the first animals I had growing up as a kid was one of those. I always thought it was the coolest thing.
Cool. I have two species of tarantula that are the horns, the Ceratogyrus genus.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get all nine. I love horned tarantulas. So I have two species of those of that genus. I don't know if you've ever seen them before. They
I
have
know there's like horned
straight horn.
baboons.
Yeah, they have a straight horn, a rear horn. They have different kinds of horns, and I love them, and I can't wait to breed them.
Nice. What are your breeding projects right now?
Actually, today I was talking to I don't know if you know him, Dritz Duorden from Underdark Inverts,
Uh-uh.
um, Logan Bailey. Yeah.
Oh.
So I'm actually going over tomorrow to pick up his male Goliath bird eater that Therapos is
Ooh,
serving to
nice.
breed with my big girl because she's huge and ready to go.
Yeah. Are you
Yeah.
able to bring her out?
Uh, I don't know. Like I don't want to stress her out too much because
Yeah, for
tomorrow's the
sure.
big day. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But
That's so cool though. Is she like full grown?
Yes.
Like
Well,
how
no.
big?
So
No,
she's 10 inches right now.
just 10 inches.
Yeah, they get up to like 12, or yeah, about 12. Yeah. So
That's
she's
crazy.
yeah, she's big. I also have a pregnant one right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, another one.
a
She's a,
birdie.
yeah, she's a little bit smaller, but she's pregnant.
That's insane. That's so cool.
Yeah, and so our tarantula president, Tom Patterson, he told me if she lays an egg sac to give him to him and he'll deal with it. I'm like, yes, please, I'll give you half, just half. So I'm gonna give him half, and then I'm gonna give Dritz his male back and half of those babies if she lays a sac.
That's awesome. How
Yeah.
cool. I have Doomworld's boa project going on too. Speaking of that,
Did has there been any eggs?
no, and they do live birth, but there hasn't been any.
That is crazy. Live birth.
Yeah.
How does that work? Like, do you?
So they'll like if they come from a environment where they can't really lay eggs, essentially,
Mhm.
they keep the eggs inside of them, and then so the eggs will just hatch inside of them.
Hmm.
And yeah, I mean it's like it's not a hard eggshell or anything. Like if it
Mhm.
comes outside the body,
Okay.
but anything that gives live birth, essentially like rattlesnakes and stuff, it'll just be like little sacs, essentially where the egg would have developed,
Okay.
and they'll keep all that inside their body, and then it'll just come out. And things with like tiger sharks, the
Mhm.
babies inside the embryos, they'll eat each other until there's only one left, and then that one will be born, which is insane.
That is what. That's
I
hardcore.
know. Isn't
Wild.
that crazy?
It is. Like, there's a which one's the shark that gives that lays eggs? Is it the nurse shark?
I believe so, yeah.
Nurse shark. Yeah.
Yep.
My mom, she's the shark fanatic. She knows
I
all.
know. I want her on my podcast.
I know she won't. But yeah.
We'll get her
Um,
there. We'll get her there.
I know, right? Mom, it's your favorite subject. Come on.
I know. Next Shark Week.
Yeah, right. Wait, that's already done, right? That's done.
Yeah,
Shark Week.
it's
Yeah.
done.
Yeah. Um, man, I can't. I wish I could grow up in the surrounding where I could just walk down the street to a zoo like you. Like, you were so close to SeaWorld. And um sorry, I was just thinking of a conversation I had with a friend of mine, and it reminded me of the episode of The Office, where I don't have you do you watch The Office?
I've seen episodes here and there.
Okay, it's just you said you grew up next to SeaWorld, and then it just popped in my head. There's an episode of The Office where Kevin is talking like childish, and he says that he wants to go see the world, but they're his companions, they're asking him, Kevin, what are you saying? Are you saying you want to go to SeaWorld or see the world? And it's a funny episode, and that just reminded me of that.
I'll have
But
to watch it.
yeah. So when you grew up around that area, what kind of animals like inspired you the most?
I would say it was SeaWorld with the fish and everything, but it was also the San Diego, the zoo, their reptile house that they had there. Their whole reptile, especially, it was called the Snake House, I believe it was called. And they had an incredible facility there. And I just remember going in and seeing snakes from all over the world. You see the Komodo dragons. You see they had outdoor exhibits too. So you'd always see, the alligators, all that kind of stuff. And they had different like side exhibits where you could walk into little caves and see all that stuff. But it was all reptile based and it was really cool. And so the
Wow.
reptile house down, yeah, in San Diego Zoo. Like if you ever get a chance to go down there, go check out their reptiles because it's
Cool.
always on point and amazing.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you have to go. Have you been to Australia?
No, I wish.
All right, I'm gonna hook you up with Emma Teeny.
There you go.
She
Okay.
works. She works at the Reptile Zoo in Australia, in Sydney,
Oh
and
yeah.
she works with the Sydney Funnel Webs. She was on my show I think like 2 months ago or so.
Oh, amazing.
Yes. So if you go to Australia, go look her up. I'll tell her that you're coming, and she'll hook you up because they have the coolest exhibit. They have like the reptile exhibit, but it's not just cool, it's big.
Yeah.
And it's just, they have a lot of cool stuff. So if you're into all that stuff, then you need to go to Australia.
That's awesome. We need to make a trip out there.
For real, let's go. I
I
always
want
wanted
to
to
plan out
travel.
trips like that with a bunch of people and stuff and just go.
Yes.
And that's
Yeah,
what all like the old time herpers and everything used to do. They used to do trips and stuff. And so
I know.
I'd love to go do that.
You know what though? Now we're like in the community, we're starting to get back together. Like a lot of us are starting to, how is that, reconnect.
Yeah.
And after COVID, during COVID we couldn't do that, but now we're starting to like branch in further now, and I really love that. I've seen a lot of people um connect in a way, not just for breeding, but hey Nick, but for just getting together, hanging out, talking about our animals, and it's really refreshing if you
Yeah.
if you've noticed. Yeah.
Well, and it's nice too because you had like all of the different people getting into the industry during COVID, and like I was in the industry before COVID, but you had all these people like using all their stimulus money for all of buying ball pythons and doing all this. So they've now they've eventually like essentially got weeded out and all
Mhm.
that stuff. And I kind of look at it, so you have all the serious reptile people still in the hobby, and it's crazy because I've watched a lot of people come in and out of it. And yeah, like with Steve, I work with on Show Me Reptiles, like he's amazing. I watched him. Me and him kind of started around the same time, and just have excelled with going through all the animals and different stages of whatever it's social media or the different levels of animals that you have or anything.
Mhm.
And yeah, that guy's like the backbone of everything over at Show Me. He's crazy
Yeah, he's
for
a big
social
old
media.
monkey.
Yeah, he does so much.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's just crazy to watch people come in and out of the hobby, and just now we're just seeing who like the true ones are and sticking it out. And even now with the economy, like people aren't buying animals really, they're buying stuff they need, like products, so all the dry goods are really selling at the shows.
Yeah.
I've noticed at all the shows, well at least here on the West Coast. But um people aren't spending a lot of money that they don't necessarily need to spend, but they'll
Mhm.
spend it on stuff that they already have, and so yeah.
Yeah. So
It's
how
crazy
did
just to watch it all.
I know, right? So how did that come out to be for you working for Show Me Reptiles?
I kind of was just doing my thing, and then Steve approached me and asked me if I wanted to come work over there, and so I got on payroll and I'm working with them.
That's awesome.
And
Like,
then they're coming over to the West Coast, so like we do shows over in Idaho, and that's kind of on the West Coast, but there's like Oregon and Washington and California blocking, Idaho from being on the West Coast essentially. So now that they're coming to Washington and Oregon, I'm going to help out with all those chapters and everything, and then at all the shows. And I already know a lot of people up here in the Pacific Northwest, and then I'm looking forward to meeting so many people I don't know as well. So it's
yeah,
nice to be able to branch out. And I've already been part of the Pacific Northwest for a while in the community, so
yeah,
it's nice just keep doing it, I guess.
that's
And it's
awesome.
always evolving, and yeah, it's always evolving, so it's really cool. And I
Yeah,
don't like to do the same thing over and over, so it's really nice to do new stuff all the time.
yeah. And so, if an opportunity presented itself for you, are able to go on other podcasts and go to other shows, will you accept it?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Awesome.
Of
Okay.
course.
All right. I'm gonna hook you up,
I
Mark.
love doing podcasts. It's fun. And then I always need people for mine too. So
Yeah. Hi, Shauna. All right. I'm definitely gonna hook you up. With some people, our people over here.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Especially with spiders and all that stuff. Like I really like, arachnids and bugs and all of it. So
Yeah.
it's nice to learn.
And what kind of arachnids are you into specifically?
Specifically, I like old world ones. So
Yeah, my
anything
guy.
fast, anything dangerous, anything, that's
Yeah,
just yeah.
that's awesome. Did
uh,
a lot of people when they start getting into tarantulas, they always obviously start with the new worlds, but
uh-huh.
there's some people that actually start off with old worlds, like the people in Australia. They automatically have to start with old worlds because the importing of new worlds is it's very gray area and it's very rare. So they
Mhm.
automatically have to start with old worlds, and I'm just like I give them props, you know, Because for us over here, we automatically start with we have the choice, New World or Old World. But at the same time, it's heavily suggested that you start with the New World tarantulas.
Uh,
But with you, you like to dive into the Old World.
Oh yeah, it's same thing with like snakes. It's one of those controversial subjects, like what's the best beginner, venomous snake or, even non-venomous, but usually it's the venomous snake. And I always tell people get what you want to work with. Because if
Mm-hmm.
you get like a copperhead, that's what everybody tells you to get, like get a copperhead or something or a native rattlesnake and you don't want to work with it, you're not going to care as much or have as much passion. So that's when an accident can happen. But if you
Exactly.
really want a gaboon viper, get a boom viper and then you could work with it and then you're super passionate about it. So you'll sit there and that passion will come out, like, and
That's
that's what puts people, on one level and then people on another level. It's, they're passionate about things and how they do it. So,
yeah,
and
that's
then it's so easy to get anti-venom these days. You just, got to spend money and you could spend, $500 to $800, go on a shipment with somebody from Costa Rica and get anti-venom for whatever animal you need.
mm-hmm.
Um, and
Yeah,
so the excuse of not needing anti-venom or, not being able to get it is kind of out the window these days and you could easily
yeah,
acquire it, you know.
yeah. What's your favorite venomous animal to work with?
Uh, any neotropical rattlesnake. So
Okay.
any rattlesnake that's not from North America. I love like the Mexican West Coast rattlesnakes, the Venezuelans, the Costa Rican rattlesnakes. And I'm saying their street names. I'm not saying their scientific names, but
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, they're all amazing to work with. And then specifically like a species to work with, I love cobras, but individual snakes, I love the neotropical rattlesnakes.
I
And
love.
just anything that gets you like a lot of people do the handling and stuff of venomous animals because they get an adrenaline rush. And
Yeah,
I'm always the opposite. I always am super focused and then I'll be done with the whole handling situation or whatever it is. And then when I put the animal back, that's when all my adrenaline comes. And I'm like, oh my gosh, now I'm shaking. Now I'm getting the rush. But during it, you're just like hyper focused and, like essentially being a professional in this situation.
yeah.
So that's super helpful when I do all that stuff. But yeah, working with cobras and all that stuff is I love doing it. It's fun. And each one's individual, each one's um, just has an individual personality. And then it's
Mhm.
also the trainers too, or the trainers, the handlers or the people that own them, the owners or whatever you want to call it. It's also, their different techniques they use, and you could, pick up on stuff you want to learn or not learn, and everybody does their stuff differently, so you could agree to disagree, and yeah, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. I know with the adrenaline, when I first started out with my tarantulas, I was not scared, but I don't know what word to use, but I was just very cautious. But I can't explain to you the feeling. But all I know is my passion and my love for it didn't make me scared. It didn't make me nervous. I was just so focused and fixated on, the handling and the process and all that stuff. I was just there making sure that if it did escape, we wouldn't have a problem because I had the catch cup ready and I had the paintbrush ready. So when you have like this adrenaline rush in your mind, you tend to like forget about everything around you and you forget, oh, I have this, I have that. So when you're working with these animals, do you forget sometimes that you have like things that in case something did go wrong, you can quickly remember or no?
You have different protocols with the animal. So like say I'm working with a cobra, you always have two hooks, you have one you're hooking it with and you have a spare in case you have to drop that hook because they're notorious for wrapping around and not letting go. Then you have
Ah,
a backup hook. You don't want to be caught with no hook, and then the hook's on the other side of the cobra and then you're on one side. So I mean, and then when you work with like a rattlesnake, for instance, you don't need two hooks, you just have one. And then so there's different protocols to different things.
mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's kind of a wide answer. But I do so like I'll mentor people, right? With
Hmm.
venomous snakes. I don't do it very often, but some people I'll be like, "Oh, you're passionate," or nobody will give you a chance. Okay, it's cool because there's not a lot of people you can go and be like, "Hey, can I work with your venomous animal?" or get the experience and all that stuff. So I'll make people actually work with tarantulas. So I have a few tarantulas, and then I'll have people hold them. And the whole point of it is if they can control their reactions,
Mm-hmm.
then they can work with these, really dangerous or
Yeah.
possibly dangerous animals.
Yeah.
And so, because like you can't freak out if you're handling a cobra, a rattlesnake, or
It,
like you need to be in control of the situation and your own reflexes and reactions. And so I'll have people hold the spiders first, and then I have like a Venezuelan sun tiger. I have a
yeah.
big old female. She's really cool, really sweet. And I know they're more on like the venomous side for a New
Yes.
World, but they don't shoot out their hairs and anything. So
Right.
I'll just get her to come out and be like, "How's your mood?" She'll come out, and then I'll have other people hold her and stuff. And she's a big girl, and
Yeah.
so they'll have to sit there and do it accordingly and walk with their hands or have a sit or whatever it is. But it just controls their reactions and reflexes. So I make people do that with spiders before they go work with the venomous snakes.
That's really good. That's actually exposure therapy, and that actually does work.
And then so props to you people that hold the spiders all the time because it is so nerve wracking. Even I get scared every single time, but I
Really?
can't show the fear because yeah, and like spiders, they scare the shit out of me. I'm like, this is so scary. And like I know they have like a brain stem, so they're capable of some thought, but not a lot. And I don't know. It's just
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. And they're
Yeah.
not a thing that I'm comfortable with, if that makes sense. You
Uh,
know?
yeah. Well, you don't have to worry because their main thought is to get away from you.
Uh-huh. And then here I am just like, here, hold this spider. And
I know, right? Everything is cool on my end. Just you do you. You hold that. Let me watch you. Yeah. But what's your favorite, or what kind of tarantula do you like to handle?
honestly, my big Venezuelan sun tiger female, she's my favorite.
Uh huh.
Um, and then I guess I like the bigger ones, like your Goliath bird eater one. That would be super cool.
Yeah. All right.
Any of
So
the bigger, heavier, meatier ones.
okay. So I'm gonna send you. If she lays a sack, I'm gonna send you a baby.
Oh my gosh, that'd be amazing.
Yeah. I'll send.
Heck
So
yeah.
you're on my list.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a lot.
Yes.
I remember I took care of a bunch of jumping spider babies, and I went through every single like 2 days putting a fruit fly in there and doing the whole thing. And then by the end of the whole process, I had zero left.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, I don't get how people do this. And they do it multiple like different spiderlings and multiple
Yeah.
different things. And I'm like, this is insane. And they go through thousands and thousands and it's put their time and effort. I'm like, that's crazy. And then like Victor, Victor, I'll
Yeah.
watch him go do a bunch of stuff, and I'm like, oh man, that's crazy. Or like set up a show table, and I'm like, it's so insane the
Yeah.
effort and the
It,
amount like you have to travel with all this stuff. You have to know what's what. You have to like keep it all organized. It's crazy. It's so
yes.
crazy.
Yeah. I think jumping spiders are the worst when it comes to baby care because those are microscopic small, those babies. Mind you, the jumping spider itself as an adult is tiny.
Yeah,
So you have to worry about that tiny thing. Plus they're microscopic babies and then hundreds of them. I don't have the patience for that. I'd rather deal with tarantula slings, tarantula babies, because they're much easier, and not too small, So
yeah.
I think it's better. I don't know if you've ever seen a tarantula baby like newborn.
I mean, I've seen them like at show tables. If you
Uh,
can, they're so tiny,
yes, some of them can be microscopic, but like not so small where you're like, where are you? And what do I feed you?
like a true spider.
Yeah, yes, yeah. There's some that it's beyond wild that they can have thousands. But the crazy thing is, not all of them will come out alive. So even though they can have thousands of babies, you'll never get really 1,000 babies. You'll get like less than that, and it works out. And then again, after they're born, some of them still die, and you still have less to work with. So it kind of works out both ways.
That's
So
crazy.
yeah. So
Do
I'm
you have
excited.
any reptiles yourself?
Yes, I have Rocco. He's shedding. He's my cranky old man chameleon. He's a surrendered. Um, I don't know
Aw,
if he's sleeping. Hold on, let me get him.
I've
Not
seen them
get.
on your videos.
Yeah. Is he sleeping? Where is he? I have no idea where he is right now.
What
But yeah,
kind is he? A veiled?
he's a veiled chameleon. He's yep. He already went to bed. He's off in that
Nice.
corner. Yeah, he went to bed. Oh, he's
Oh,
right there. I don't know if you can see him.
cute.
Yeah. So me and my stepdad, we built this entire enclosure
It's
from
beautiful.
a metal shelf, and it took us like what, a month, maybe just a month. Um, so I have him, my veiled chameleon, that he was a surrendered, and I have a crested gecko, and I'm getting my first ball python hopefully by the end of the month. Hopefully, if
Yeah, your first one.
yes, my first one. I
Oh
mean,
my gosh. I have like
as
three
a
you can have.
oh, send them to me.
I have so many animals. Like I, not so many, but I have a few that I don't need. And then I always take in like not necessarily rescues, but I'll take in
Yeah.
surrenders,
Yep.
especially like, pets and they don't deserve the situation, from people or whatever.
Right. Right.
And so I help out a lot of people and then yeah, so I always try to look for good homes for those animals. So
Oh, that's nice.
yeah, if
Um.
you ever need anything, let me know.
All
And I
right.
have a lot of like, I don't what do you call them, adoptables or whatever. So
Yeah, we'll talk backstage.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Especially
as
leopard geckos. They're crazy.
leopard geckos, they're so cute. As a kid though, we've always had snakes. We've had garter snakes and was it two blood pythons? You know Brian Barchek?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so when he first started opening up his business in Florida, we went down and we didn't know who he was at the time. We just knew like his business and stuff like that, and he gave us we like I got to meet him and everything, but I was a kid. I didn't really know who he was. And so he gave my brother a blood python and we brought it back here up north, but it died in transit.
Oh.
So we got another one and my brother didn't take care of it, obviously. But anyways, yeah, we always had animals growing up, snakes and outside of the house, and me in my room, I've always had spiders, always free roam spiders, always.
Are you gonna get venomous snakes?
Again with the enabling, Mark.
They're
No,
super cool. I have a gaboon
okay,
viper named Peaches. She's awesome.
no. I'll probably get a hoggy.
A hoggy?
Yeah,
They're so cute. I have a few.
yeah. Oh my gosh, I love hoggies. They
I'll
like
get
they're
I'll get them
big.
in every so now or every now and then.
Oh really?
This is like surrenders. Yeah, people are like, oh, here you go, and then I use them for education or.
Yeah. Okay. What's I know they come in different colors, different morphs or whatever, but do you know like the names of are they the same as ball pythons, like the morphs?
No, so I have like a toffee conda morph, and then
Conda.
like, an albino one. So I guess the albino one, that's pretty universal in any species.
Mm-hmm.
But no, they're different. Just like in corn snakes, they're pretty different. I mean, you'll have some that are like Anxantic,
Yeah,
but that's
right.
kind of across the board where it's, just takes the yellow
Out.
color out of it. So
Exactly.
same thing with pied,
Yeah.
stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
so some are, some aren't,
Mhm.
and a lot
My
of them
favorite.
made up names, so.
I know. I can't keep up with it. I can't for the life of me. Oh my god! And I have in the reptile world order. They're trying their best to help me, and God bless them. But I every week I'm on like shows and stuff to watch and to learn, and I write my whole notebook. I'm writing all the morph names down, and I'm just like, when does it end?
Uh-huh. I just like to surround myself with people smarter than me, and then that way, if I have a question, I can go ask them, and then I
Exactly.
don't have to remember it. I don't like to overload myself with information. Otherwise,
Or
I won't remember it. So,
all right, I'm gonna copy that. Okay, Mark. So on my show, we play a game called Hot Take. Do you want to play?
let's do it. Some
All
hot
right.
take.
So these are relatively normal questions or easy questions. So you may not be able to use the chat for like a lifeline, but it's
Okay.
there. If you don't know the question, you can ask the chat and they can help you. Whoever is watching. So
I
you
can't see the
ready?
chat.
Okay. All right. Question number one. Do now these are random questions about random animals.
Okay.
All right. Question number 1. Do sharks lay eggs or give live birth?
Both.
Correct. We answered that earlier. Okay. Number 2. Can you die? Okay. Ooh, this is a good one. Can you die from a Gila monster bite?
There has been a recorded death, yes. 2.
Really?
There was just one last year in February.
Wow, that's crazy. I actually didn't know that.
And it was the second one since, like, I forgot when, but in a while, though, like 40 years or something.
Oh my gosh.
Of course, it was allergic reaction, all that stuff, but he died.
Oh, okay, okay. Is there any anti-venom for that or no?
No.
No? Okay.
Nope.
All right, next question. What are the top 5 sharks able to live in a big aquarium?
That are or aren't?
Are.
Are. A sand tiger shark, a 7-gilled shark, 6-gilled shark. Large.
Or just like,
I've seen black tips. I've seen white tips. That's 5.
yes, you actually got them. And the only ones you were missing was
Wait, there's shark?
Yeah, lemon shark and coral reef.
Lemon shark. Oh, the coral reef shark.
Yeah, but you got them all.
That's a black tip, right? No.
Black tip. Yes, black tip. It says black
So
tip.
there's black tip, there's the coral ones, and there's the oceanic ones.
Yes. You got them. Wow. All right, next one. How many guinea pigs can live in a communal setting?
How many guinea pigs?
Yeah,
It depends on the sexes.
I guess.
I don't know. 4?
1 through 10.
10? Let's go 10.
You're right. It says 10.
Okay.
Wow, Mark. Okay. That just a total guess?
I just specialize. I just think of a group of guinea pigs, and so
Okay. Well,
you
yeah,
know,
it says
4
10.
females, 2 males. That seems like a good ratio.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. Zoos are famous for what animals? What top 5 animals?
Giraffes, elephants. Do polar bears count?
No.
What?
No.
Polar bears are amazing. Giraffes, elephants, rhinos.
Mike.
Do rhinos count?
I mean, yeah, but on the list here, like the most top 5 famous animals, nope.
Oh,
On there.
the rhinos not on there. Hippo?
Nope.
What?
I know, right? It's crazy.
This is large animals.
It just says famous for. It just says top 5 famous animals.
Oh, top 5 famous animals for zoos.
Yes.
I was thinking large. Oh, shoot.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so wait, did I get the right with elephant and giraffe?
You got the giraffe right, yeah.
Okay, a giraffe.
Yeah.
Cheetahs?
Nope.
What?
I know, right? Nope.
Tigers?
Close.
Jaguars?
Nope.
What? Leopards?
Nope.
Lions?
Yes. Out of all of them.
What list is this?
Yeah.
Okay, so lions.
Lion, giraffe. You got 2.
Lion, giraffe.
Yeah.
Tortoises, alligators.
Nope.
What?
I know, it's crazy.
Wild dogs?
Nope.
Uh,
And reptile family.
Is there any reptile family on there?
Yes, there's 2.
What? There's 2?
Yeah.
Was it crocodiles?
Crocodile, yeah. You want me to tell you
And
what they are?
tortoises. And tortoises.
Nope.
Lizards.
Nope.
What? A frog?
Look at the screen. What's the background?
Oh, a snake.
Yes.
Wait, just any snakes?
That's the list that it says. Do you want me to tell you what they are?
Wait, so we have snakes, giraffes, crocodiles.
Crocodiles, that's 3.
Snake, giraffe, crocodiles. What was the other one I said? Lion.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, lion. Yep.
Red panda.
Okay, one more.
The red panda.
Nope.
Panda bear.
Nope.
A ferret.
Nope. It's big. It's big.
Oh, it's big.
Yeah, it's big.
Did I say rhinoceros?
No. It's
Oh,
hairy.
a buffalo?
No.
A bison?
No.
It's hairy. An antelope?
No.
You said it's hairy. Oh, like an ape, like a gorilla,
Yes.
or
Yes,
a
gorilla. Ding,
orangutan.
ding, 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 ding.
Okay.
So the list here says gorilla, giraffes, crocodile, snakes, and lion.
Okay.
That's crazy, right? The most
Yeah.
famous for. Like you would think everything that you said before. Camel. Yes, Mike. Camel. I would say camel as well. That's a
Oh,
big
what's
camel.
up, Mike? I haven't seen Mike in so long. I
Yes,
have a
Mike
friend with the Boctorian
Wolf.
camel. I'll go play at the Boctorian camel every now and then. They're so much fun.
Yeah. All right, two
Yeah.
more questions.
Okay.
If you could live in an enclosed survival tank for 1 year, would you choose space or under the sea?
Under the sea.
Of course. Of course. I already knew that was coming. But you know that's funny? I had taken this question from Google way before you said that you like under the sea.
That's
That's
awesome.
funny. Okay, next question. If you could be a reptile, which one and why?
Oh, jeez. Uh, I would love to be an anaconda, the
Mm,
northern green anaconda, because they're the largest now.
okay.
Because that'd be cool. You could just go anywhere in the Amazon essentially you wanted and just go swim and travel. And most of the Amazon, anyways, is on like bogs, so it's on like floating debris. So
Oh.
that's where all the big anacondas live and everything. And it looks like land, like it feels like you're walking on land, but it's
Hmm.
just essentially just a bunch of stuff accumulated together and piled up on the river. It's
Yeah,
crazy. But
that's
yeah, just a
awesome.
big old anaconda.
Yeah. So everybody in the chat, write down what animal would like to be, or either a reptile or mammal, whatever. Okay, next question. What is an animal you wish people knew more about?
Ooh, rattlesnakes.
Why?
They're so nice and sweet. And I know that's crazy word to throw around, but like I have some that I could hold, and I kid you not, they would probably be the nicest snakes I have in my entire collection.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, I won't free handle them like that or anything, but I feel like I really could.
Mm-hmm.
And I know a lot of people that will free handle the rattlesnakes and nothing happens. I've seen all like the crazy church people, and they're just waving rattlesnakes around, and like there's so much that takes a rattlesnake to bite.
Wow.
And yeah, I feel like they're really misunderstood. They can do dry bites as well. That happens a lot. Not from the babies, but from adults.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, just all around rattlesnakes. And then because of the rattle that they have too, everybody thinks it's like they're gonna bite you if they rattle, and it's just like a warning system. And
Mm-hmm.
then I have like some rattlesnakes that friends will try to like piss off or get in front of their face or make them rattle. And they just sit there and don't
Yeah.
rattle or do anything because I've got them so accustomed to everything.
Yeah.
It was really frowned upon in the venomous community because I take the back of my snake hook and I would stroke my snakes with it. Because everybody uses a snake hook like the metal, cold metal part, And I'm
Yeah.
like, why would you touch a snake with that part? It's cold, it's metal, I wouldn't want to touch that. And
Right.
so the handle has my scent on it, as everything. So it's like an extension of me. And so
Yeah.
I'll sit there and yeah. And so I got my snakes socialized that way. And from gaboon vipers to cobras to rattlesnakes, they all, socialize the same way with that technique. And it went really well. And I have cool animals to prove it.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's kind of like the Tyrannoculus marinus, the famous OBT, the orange bitey thing tarantula, where people they heavily demonize it because it's like this
Uh-huh.
monster. But it's not. It's just that people, some, I'm not saying everyone, but I'm saying some people agonize it and terrorize it to become this flashy bitey thing, and it really isn't. If a professional, if you have an OBT, you know that it's not actually this bitey thing. They're very calm. You give them enough space and in their environment, they're not going to be this ravenous animal. They're going to be calm, they're going to be okay with you because they have that space to run and hide to. So I feel like a lot of people just terrorize some animals that are known to be this certain type of way just to get either views or just to like demonize them, and I hate that.
right? And then like on my truck and stuff like that, I have like because I'll travel with, like cobras or rattlesnakes, and like first responders don't like if or anybody that goes up to an accident scene, you don't
Mhm.
like think about if somebody's carrying a king cobra or a
Yeah.
rattlesnake or anything, and it could just like break loose or something. So I have like venomous stickers on my car, and it says venomous animal. And I never try to do like because I see stickers that say danger or warning venomous animal, and
Hmm.
so I just put venomous animal, and so that way it gets the word like venomous
Yeah.
like people used to it, because somebody hears the word venom and they're scared of it.
You're
Or
right.
somebody hears the word rattlesnake or cobra and they're scared of it. And so that's why I always use like my rattlesnakes are sweet, and so
Hmm.
it puts something nice to something scary. Or
Yeah.
like I have a rattlesnake named Eva or a red spitting cobra named Toby, or a forest cobra named Windy. And so there are all these names that people could associate better with. And so it makes
Yeah.
them less scary. And then so you could be like, oh, Eva the rattlesnake, and people
Yeah.
like, "Ooh," or Peaches the Gaboon Viper, it's like, oh, she's super cool, but she's 6 foot long, and huge.
Exactly.
And
Frank.
so yeah, that really helps with the wording of things and helping, de-escalate what
Yes.
people think the word means, and yeah.
Yes. I
Yeah.
have. I have the same mindset with my tarantulas. Every one of them has a name, and my most venomous ones are the one that people think that they're ah, they have cute names. Like I have one named Tickles. I have one named Nibbles. I have
Yeah.
yeah.
I
There's
always say kid-friendly names because
yes,
if you go something like, oh, some anime name and it's like I can't even pronounce it, people aren't gonna care, and then it defeats the whole like
the
I don't
purpose.
give a shit about the name. But if they remember, you're like,
Exactly.
oh, Tickles, like, oh, that's super cool. I love Tickles. Let me hold Tickles, and
Yep.
the
It's
kids will
exactly.
come back every single time.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you get kids to love it, the parents will follow and love it too. And if they could be like, because kids are your whole world, and so that's how I always get them. Like I always love to educate kids because if I could show a
Exactly.
parent that this animal's not hurting their kid, it helps the kid not have a fear, and then it helps the parent get over the fear. And so
And
it's
it
really
all
nice.
starts from like what Steve Irwin said. It all starts from early childhood. Expose them to physical and visual exposure to these animals, and make sure you're not installing your fear into them, because that's what they see and that's what they experience. If they experience like on in movies and stuff, like someone is being terrorized by this certain animal, and they see that, oh, they're getting scared, blah, 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 they're gonna feel that, they're going to see that, and they're going to react the same way. So if we teach our children to love these animals, appreciate these animals, and respect these animals, they're going to grow up like us. So that's important.
And it's a respect thing, like
Hmm.
you got to live with these animals. And it's like Steve Irwin said, we're here to live with, was it? We're here to live with them.
Yeah,
We're a part of the planet, not the planet or whatever.
exactly. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, this is their home, we're just visiting.
Uh-huh. Yeah, essentially.
Exactly. So Mark, I am so honored for you to be here, and I am thankful for you to be here. Thank you for coming on.
It was so much fun. And I got
Yes.
to have you on mine again.
Yo, what would be the topic then?
Whatever, we'll just bullshit. I don't care.
Hey, let's do it. I'm in it.
There you go.
More
And like Mike said, smash that like button.
yes, thank you, Mike. Thank you so much. So everyone, please go check out Mark Anderson, Show Me Reptiles on YouTube and on his Instagram. And if anyone who wants
And
to
Facebook.
also yes, on Facebook as well.
You don't do Facebook, though. I do a lot of Facebook.
I have it. I don't really go on it. Like I
Like,
just like if I want to throw my picture somewhere, I put it on Facebook just to
do you
like
make
as
money on it?
storage.
Oh,
What?
see, I'll make money. So I just post stuff on Facebook and then I get paid for it. And so it pays my cell
Oh.
phone bill and other things.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So
Oh,
that's
okay.
super nice. But yeah, so Facebook, go on Facebook.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, thanks for having me on.
Yes, thank you so much. And next week we have Kyle Markham from Markham Reptiles, and he's gonna let me know if my snake is coming or not. So everybody, stay tuned for next week, next Wednesday, because we just started. We transitioned to Wednesdays now. So if you guys we're not gonna have the same banner next week. Yeah.
I
Um,
love it.
yeah. So thank you so much, Mark. We love you and we appreciate you. And for one last thing, if there is something that you wish that you can tell the audience, what would it be?
If you're going to go educate the public, educate properly and do your research. And if you don't know what to do, go find a fellow educator and ask them advice.
Yay! Perfect. That was one of the best comments that we've had.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Yes. All right. Stay tuned. Do not go anywhere. Just hang out backstage.
Okay.
But everybody else, see you next week. Bye.
Lights come on, pulse in the air, we unite. Cold-blooded, got 5 feet in the night. Cold-blooded, caffeine, fueling the fight. Reptile crew, got our backs tight. Thank you fam for keeping us all. CMB reptiles rolling with soul. Hold no soul, lifting our goal. Together we burn like burning coal. Elevate, more fries in the show. Irresistible pythons letting it flow. Battery crew, yeah, we watch them go. Indigo, reptile coast, set the glow. Shadow feeders with shadow feeders. Under the rock with cold-blooded hitters. Ship your reptiles, make life better. South Bay reptiles, through every weather. Blue tongue, shaman, blue tongue republic. Arc adventures, riding republic. No fakes, no breaks, we're here to publish. Taking it higher, dreams embellished. Sponsors love through beats we rise. Showing thanks met under the skies. Unite the world reptile